I've been so alone ever since I left the tribe. That's just how it goes, cause I like the lonely.
Yo, what is up guys, SurgicalGoblin here and welcome to this new video. As you guys can see in the title, 75k sub special. I think it was 5 days ago when I said we're about to hit 70k, let's do a Q&A, because many guys wanted to learn more about me, wanted to ask me questions, so I decided to do it. But in the meantime we are already at 75k. Thank you all for the support. If you're new to my channel, definitely thank you and welcome to the family. But let's get into the questions. First question is, where are you from? I'm from the Netherlands. I've always been in the Netherlands. I've been born in the Netherlands and I'm still in the Netherlands. So that is that. The next question, it says, my question for the Q&A is how to counter elite barbarians. I believe Orange Juice made a video about it, so I would suggest check that video out. The next question is, did you play Clash of Clans before Clash Royale? And who taught you from the game? So the answer is yes, I did play Clash of Clans before Clash Royale. I believe I watched Clash with Ash or some other YouTubers before that when I used to play Clash of Clans. And when I first saw Clash Royale, I actually didn't like the game. When it came out for my country and other countries as well, I started playing it. From the first day I enjoyed it, and actually I didn't stop from that time. The next question, a bunch of questions but by the same person, but I just picked them all. So he's asking, what's your age? My age is 17 years old. Where do you live? I just said that, the Netherlands. Where were you born? Also the Netherlands, but in Utrecht. What languages do you speak? I speak Dutch, so the Netherlands, we speak Dutch in the Netherlands. I speak English. I can understand German. I can't really speak it that well, and I can say a few words in French, but not that many. Spanish, as you guys know, I'm in Team Queso now, so I can speak and understand a few words, but the language is pretty hard, so I can't speak Spanish yet. Let's get into the next question. So the next question is, what's the title of the intro song? It is Josh A and then Blessed. What's your Facebook name? I want to add you and see you playing live. So my Facebook name, I tweeted it out, but I'm already at like 2k friends, so I will not add more friends, otherwise my game will lag. And I believe Facebook actually blocks accounts if you get too many friends, so sorry if you couldn't add me. Next question is, what is your real name? My real name is Frank. That is also in the description if you want to read that. It's just a small story of who I am, what I want to do as a YouTuber. I believe also like ESWC Winter winner or something like that. So next question is, how did you learn to play? I think I learned to play just by practicing a lot with friends, doing tournaments. Definitely the 15k tournaments. Those were like 250,000 gems to make. I played a few of them, and playing in that, there was really good practice. Some of them were even 3 days long. So then you could basically play every day for like 1 or 2 hours versus good players, testing new decks, testing one deck out. And that was just good practice in my opinion. So I definitely think that I learned to play the game by doing those tournaments and practicing with friends. Next question is, have you ever met a fan by chance? Greetings from Argentina. I never met a fan. I do have, because I used to live in Utrecht and now I moved. But when I was going back there to visit my grandparents' family, I did meet an old friend, which I lost contact with. But he still watched my channel, so that was really nice that I mean, it's not a fan, but he is watching, so that was pretty cool that I actually get to meet him. What subjects did you/are you studying? I'm guessing it's probably media or IT. But I'm not studying yet, but I think in 7 weeks or something from now, I will have my exams, and after that I will going into the economics side, so I will start studying economics. And how much money have you spent on this game till now? So I think it's about 100 or 150 euros, as in gems, and then doing grand challenges. I never really gemmed, for example, a super magical chest, but I do challenges often, especially for videos. And when I start streaming in like 2 or 3 weeks, I will definitely start doing more grand challenges. So let's get into the next question, and that is, do you use an emulator to play the game? For videos, yes, just because it's easier. But when I'm, for example, playing in a tournament, I'm just playing on my phone. I will show you guys the phone. There you go. It's a OnePlus treaty. It's kind of new for me. I have it like 3 or no, not even a month yet, but I'm enjoying the phone. So if you're looking for a new phone, that's a really good phone. Next question: how to make any successful deck? So a deck basically needs to have a win condition for sure. It needs to have a solid defense and either a good cycle or something to build up elixir with, for example an elixir collector. But if you look at the decks which are currently popular, you will always see spells, either 1 or 2 spells. Most of the times the lock and for example poison or lightning. You will see the win condition, either graveyard, giant or whatever, golem. Then you will see the defense, let's say a furnace, an inferno tower. And then support cards that can either be electro wizard, that can either be a baby dragon, minions, whatever. But you will definitely you are definitely looking to put in, so as I just said, a win condition, support cards, a defense, and just a good cycle or something to build up elixir with. So good luck if you're trying to make a new deck. It is not too easy, but you will find if you're trying to make a new deck that it will just look like existing decks, just with a few card changes. So next question: when did you start playing Clash Royale? As I just said, I started playing when the worldwide release came out. So yeah, I started then. So what type of deck would you recommend for level 10 at 3650 trophies? I have all cards except for the Electro Wizard and the Graveyard. That's a hard question just because I haven't been there for a while. But I would say either, I mean, Hawk Rider isn't that good anymore in this meta, so I would try to go with, for example, a Golem Lightning deck. Or either maybe my giant cycle deck. That deck is really strong. I haven't tried it out on ladder yet, but you can definitely give it a try. Next question: how much time do you spend on playing Clash Royale per day? So in the weekends it depends. If I have a tournament, let's say this weekend is Queso Cup for 1000 euro prize pool, I will definitely be playing like 3 or 4 hours to practice and play the tournament. In a weekday when I have school, depending if I have a test or not, I think 2 or 3 hours per day. Next question: what did your parents say when they heard that you won ESWC? My dad was with me. Me and my dad drove to the event, so he was very proud, of course. My grandparents are also sometimes watching my videos or supporting me. They know that I'm doing YouTube, etc. So they just messaged me on WhatsApp and they were just congratulating me. So that was really nice, of course, having your family support you. So next question is favorite game ever. I definitely think like mobile game, definitely Clash Royale, just because I get so much, or I could get so much out of it. For example, now doing YouTube, the live events, I never expected that. I made also some friends, Dutch friends from Clash Royale, so that's really nice. The community, I really like the community. But other favorite game, if I have to name another one, I would say Black Ops 2. I used to play on a PlayStation 3, also with a bunch of friends. I used to trick shot actually. That was also a really nice game. I also spent a lot of time on that. So there you go. How do your friends think about you and your skill in Clash Royale? So most people at my school don't really know that I'm doing YouTube or that I'm like a really competitive player. But the friends who do know it, they think it's really cool, of course, and I often help them out. Let's say the Battle Ram Challenge, I actually helped a friend getting 12 wins in that. So in that way, they're yeah, I would not say lucky, but they think it's cool, of course. Let's get into the next question. What is your lovely card? I would say Miner or the Rocket, just because I really like those cards and you can get a lot of value out of it. And with the Miner, there's going a lot of mind games into play. Let's say you're putting it in front of the tower first, and then again, maybe they will expect it again, but then you switch it up, etc. So I definitely think the Miner is a really cool card to play with. Will you ever play other games? If Clash Royale is still alive, I think I would just continue playing this, especially if they keep bringing updates. I believe there will be an update with 2v2 as well, so that will definitely change the game. That will also make it fun, a different aspect of the game, definitely with the 2v2 coming new cards, etc. So I definitely think Clash Royale will stay alive for a while. Maybe it will even become an esport. I hope it will. I don't know about if I will ever play other games, but let's say they release a new game and I can make fun content on that, I will definitely play other games. But looking at it now, I don't think I will play any other games. Next question, will you make a free-to-play account? What's your favorite deck? Great feats, keep them up. So thank you. And I actually have a free-to-play account. My level 1 account is free-to-play. I think it was like 1 week ago I did an episode on that. I'm almost in Royal Arena with it, and that's really hard with a level 1 account, but that one is free-to-play, so that's my free-to-play account. He also asked, what's your favorite deck? My favorite deck in this meta, I think, is still Minor Rocket, Minor Control. I just really like the archetype, and I've always been good at it. At ESWC in 2016 I used it. ESWC Winter I used it. It's just, as I just said, it's just a really nice archetype in my opinion. The next question is, who's your favorite player? And that's kind of a hard question, just because I don't want to... I don't know, I don't really have a favorite player, just because there are so many good players from so many different clans. But if I have to answer that, who's your favorite player? Definitely Marcel P. He's also in Team Queso now. His thinking in the game is just really smart. I've called with him before, of course. A really nice dude. He's always reacting with respect, going into a battle. For example, we had a bracket tournament, Reddit Alpha Invitational, and someone DQ'd, and he could have taken the win, but he was just like, let's rematch. That was versus Pompeo. He just wanted to rematch anyways, even though he could have still lost the best of 5. So that's definitely a respectable decision. So as I said, if I have to pick one, definitely Marcel P. And what was your first clan? My first clan was a Dutch clan with friends, but if you're asking about my first competitive clan, it was Cloud Gaming with Tech You're Pregnant, Jake. He was leading the competitive team, because we had like 7 or 6 players playing competitive, also CRL, etc., and he was leading that. What is your favorite archetype? As I just said, my favorite archetype is definitely Minor Control with the Rocket. Some players are using it with Poison or whatever, but I really like the Rocket. Next question, are you enjoying Team Queso? By the way, congrats on 70k. So yes, I'm definitely enjoying Team Queso, and thank you for that. In the meantime, we already have 75 or 60 or 76 or something. It's just crazy, guys. As I said, I can't thank you enough. So again, thank you. Do you discuss or next question? Sorry. Do you discuss a lot of theories such as deck matchups with your clan, or do you just play? That's a really good question in my opinion, and we often call with the clan. We're definitely keeping track of the meta, but we aren't really talking about deck matchups. Of course, a deck can have a hard matchup or can have a good matchup, but we are most of the time just practicing. Or do you just play? We are most of the times just playing indeed, just practicing different decks. Sometimes we do practice a matchup. Let's say I'm using Minor Control versus a Golem Lightning deck, but we aren't really talking hours and hours over deck matchups or whatever. Why do I see someone behind you in your videos sometimes? That's because I'm currently sleeping and living at a friend with my parents as well on his property. As I said before, we will be in our new house in 2 to 3 weeks. I might even make a house tour in the house when I am there with my mobile phone, either vlogging or just filming it. I think that will be pretty cool. And as I just said, I will also start streaming then. So that's why you sometimes see him there. But I try to record my videos when he is either downstairs or when he is at work. So yeah, there you go. Next question is, when did you realize you are good? I definitely think I realized that I was good back in the 15Ks, because I usually get to I usually ended up getting like top 20, top 30, and I even one time got a number 2 in a 15K tournament. So I won 10K a 10K card chest. One time I was very happy, of course, because when those tournaments were, I wasn't really relevant. I wasn't really I wouldn't name myself a top player, but I'm definitely at the top right now if you look at my performance in brackets or live events. So I definitely think when the 15Ks were there and I got some good finishes, I realized that I was good, and that is also when I joined Cloud Gaming with Tech You're Pregnant. So there you go. And next question is, why did you make an English channel even though it's not your first language? That's also a good question. I did it just because the Dutch community, I don't really like the Dutch community. It's a bit toxic. Most players or most Dutch competitive players don't really wish each other their success. Like if you have success, they are not happy for you. But the English Clash Royale community is helping each other out. Also a bigger audience. I can reach a bigger audience with my videos just because most people actually can understand or can understand a little bit English. So yeah, I think that's why I made the English channel, just because I can reach a bigger audience, help more people with, for example, getting decks or sharing decks or whatever, sharing tips. I also will be doing some videos with subscribers soon, either a series or just a single episode, but I will definitely announce that on my Twitter. So if you're not following on my Twitter yet, my Twitter is in the description, my Instagram is in the description. This was basically the Q&A. Again, thank you guys. I can't thank you guys enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I mean, it was not a Clash Royale episode, but it was just get to know me better. Sorry. So as I said, don't forget to like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye.